Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Mario Hernandez. He's Jeff Conrad, assistant coach Amber Pfizer. Shout out to our special producer, Laura. This is our second episode of the Coaches Show here at Island Wing Company. This is episode 7 of Rounding the Bases. As always, we are here at Island Wing Company on Beach Boulevard. Special thank you to our sponsor for letting us host this show here, and always thank you for the hospitality. As we introduce our first guest of the episode, none other than the CEO himself, Head Coach Jeff Conrad. Coach, how are we doing tonight?
Good, man. How are you?
Everything's going well. It seems like I haven't seen you in just about a couple hours without practice. So,
we do get a lot of one another.
Yes, that is true. But hey, they don't know that at home. So that's the good piece of it. But so obviously we have to talk about it. Stetson this past weekend didn't go the way that we wanted it to, but back on the horse, getting after it. This weekend, another conference series starting tomorrow. But just talk me through kind of your thoughts on the weekend that we just had, and kind of closing out that chapter as we move on.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't play well, just to be very blunt about it. I think Stetson played about as well as I've seen them play. To their credit, they played really well this weekend. We did not play well. We weren't very good in any area. Offensively, I thought we didn't do a good job. Pitching wise, we got to do a lot better. Defensively, we just gave in too many extra outs. But ultimately, when we don't play well, it falls on me, and I got to get this thing moving in the right direction. And I don't think anybody anticipated no 1-3 conference start. But we're happy to be back at home this weekend. Obviously, a big series with JU, and we've traditionally played well at home. We've struggled on the road, so that's another thing that we got to get figured out. But we're happy to be back at home, happy to be playing. It seems like it's been a very long week. Like, it kind of felt like, I wish we could have got another game in on Monday, Tuesday. Each day that went by, it just felt like it was too long. So, we've had a good week of practice. We're ready to get back at it and, work towards getting, back even in conference, and then, hopefully be able to take off from there.
Yeah, and so going into the weekend with the JU series, obviously you've been a part of this series for over 10 years now. This has been something that you've always gone year after year with, looking at that game on the schedule. It's always a big rivalry, in-state. It's always that crosstown rivalry. What does this rivalry mean to you that you kind of put all this time into over the last 10 years and playing them every single year?
Yeah, well, when you become a coach here, the one instruction that they make very clear is your job is to beat JU. So that's obviously part of it. I think, our kids, our players understand that part of their legacy is what is their record against JU when they graduate. So, it's a unique series in that it's two schools in the same conference that are really close to one another, in terms of location. But it's a series, too, where, records don't tend to mean a whole lot. You look at, a team maybe coming in, off of losing 3 games like we did last weekend, or, on a 10-game losing streak. But, you can throw all that stuff out when this series takes place. So, we know we got to play well. We know we got to play better than we did last weekend. I think we, really focus on having a good week of practice and, getting back on track. And, it's an important series. It's an important series, especially when you're 0-3, but it's an important series because it means a lot to a lot of people, right? If you went to UNF, JU is a big part of the deal. It's bragging rights within the city. So our kids understand it, and I think they'll be ready to go, tomorrow night.
Now, obviously, I know you're a big Michigan fan, but would you say the UNF-JU rivalry is bigger than Michigan-Ohio State, or is it a little bit on the other side? Or
it's a little bit different.
They're not crossing out the J's all across UNF this week at all.
No, I did see some J's on campus. So, I don't think that's part of the deal, but it's. It's something that, if you live in Jacksonville, you live in this area, you're either green or you're blue. It's one or the other. The Michigan-Ohio State rivalry is it's hatred. It's a nasty rivalry, and, being fortunate enough to be a little bit of a, have a little insight into that, rivalry. I don't know that there's too many things that compare with that, but this series obviously is something that means a lot to our kids. It means a lot to our alums. It means a lot to our athletic director. So we understand what's at stake. We understand that we need to play well, and I think we're prepared to do that.
Yeah, and so just kind of you had mentioned that how important this series is to our seniors and to everybody in the program. So this senior class is looking to win their fourth out of fifth series against JU, dating back all the way to their freshman year. We'll have another opportunity to get 5 out of 6 if we continue to win the series, this next one that we play. What do you think it means to them? Like, just how important it is, and just how important that when you sign up to come to UNF, that this is one you always circle when you get the schedule.
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot. I mean, like I said earlier, I mean, your legacy is how did you do against JU, right? I mean, years from now, you know, when these kids come back and they think back to their years, they're not going to always necessarily remember this series against, you know, back in the day, Jacksonville State, or, you know, currently maybe a series against Queens or whatever it is, but they'll remember the series that they play, you know, against JU. And, you know, the way our conference is set up currently, where, you know, we play them 6 times, you know, at a minimum. Obviously, you get into the tournament, and it could be a little bit, you know, more like we did, you know, I think it was 7 with Stetson last year. It's a lot of games, you know, so it's a challenge to be able to beat a team, you know, as many times as you have to with the format of our conference. But for these kids, like they'll remember what their, you know, part of their legacy and part of what they remember with UNF is going to be what was their record against JU.
Yeah, no, 100%. Now, obviously, within the series, each gets a 1-1-1 game, 7:05 start on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Do you like that format? Is that something that you've kind of, obviously, since my time has been here, we've always had that format of the 1-1-1. Is that something that you enjoy? Is that an advantage or a disadvantage? Talk me through kind of your thoughts on that.
I think there's pros and cons to both. I mean, I do like the aspect of doing one game a night, primetime games, you know, because I do think this series is something that means a lot. It deserves that kind of attention. You know, from a coach's standpoint, I do find it challenging to carry momentum from one day to the next. You know, with our format and conference, typically you're playing 2 games in one day, so you get to carry that momentum from game 1 into game 2. It is a bit of a challenge carrying that from one day to the next for 3 consecutive days. But I mean, I do like the fact that it kind of is set up like it's a big deal. It's set up to take center stage, to have it be, you know, for lack of better terms, a primetime showdown. I think, you know, I think it's a great thing, and it's something that we can do with the 2 schools being, you know, so close in proximity and stuff like that. You know, eventually I'd like to see our conference get to, like a lot of the other major conferences they're doing, where it's 1 game each day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday series. And I think this is a good opportunity for us to kind of experiment with that, and, you know, not have to take on those additional travel costs and things like that. So pros and cons to it, but I mean, overall, I think it's, you know, it's something that Eric and I decided to do, and we've kept it going. So it seems like it's working for both sides.
Is there a specific game or a series that you can think back to where it's really memorable for you, whether it was a couple plays that were made, whether it was a sweep, whether it was a series win that you guys really needed to have? Is there one that really sticks out to you that you can remember back to, that you're like, I'm never going to forget this series, I'm never going to forget this year that we beat JU?
Yeah, obviously it was one of the games last year. I know it was over at JU. I don't remember which game it was, if it was 1, 2, or 3, but I think they had like a 5-2 lead going to the top of the 7th. And, you know, I remember telling the kids in the huddle leading into that inning, like, hey, I've seen this happen with this same kid on the mound, that if you apply some pressure, you can get back into this game. You know, and we get this leadoff kid on, we'll get back into this game. We'll just keep passing the bat, and that's exactly what happened. We came back, we won that game. You know, and in a year where I think we had a lot of memorable things occur, I mean, that was definitely a game that really just stuck out in my mind as, you know, as something where I think, you know, a lot of people probably at that point, down 3 runs going to the top of the 7th, thought the game was over. I remember getting back over, and I think baseball was still going, and, you know, a lot of people even made that comment, like they saw the score in the top of 7th, they thought it was over. They happened to see the score later, and it turns out we won. You know, but that was one just as part of that series that I distinctly remember. You know, but there's a lot of them. I mean, it's, you know, a lot of kids, you know, you know, they'll remember this series, but a lot of kids, you know, propel a name for themselves in UNF softball history based on how they play against JU. So,
yeah,
it was a lot at stake for both teams, and it'll be an important series for us.
Yeah, and I think that was the game when Federico got hurt. Kirkbride was in center field. She made that amazing grab in center. I think her foot got stuck in the fence or something like that. She ended up still staying in the game and played and everything.
Yeah.
So I do remember that. It's always big. I mean, you always find somebody making that big play to kind of really push that momentum and kind of carry you throughout the rest of the series. So
yeah, I mean, Federico was a kid too that JU recruited out of the transfer portal, and obviously from Virginia Tech, and decided to come here. So I think it naturally means more to those kids that were involved in the recruiting process from JU. They feel a little extra motivation going into that series. So we feel good. We feel good about where we're at. We know we've got to play better softball, and I think our kids are locked in on understanding that and prepared to do that.
Yeah, and I think we also have a special guest coming on that also was being recruited by JU over the summertime and decided to be an Osprey instead of a Dolphin. So we'll get her perspective later on in the show about that. So, but just new segment looking ahead. JU at home this week, FTCU on the road, Queens on the road. But then we mix in the game with Florida State midweek. How do you kind of keep the team focused and prepared on, hey, listen, like we still want to go to Tallahassee. We want to give Florida State everything that we have. We want to try to get a win from them if we can. But we also have to stay focused on what's in front of us in our conference slate of being on the road back-to-back weekends in a couple weeks.
Well, I mean, I think same mentality, one game at a time. We got to get through these 3 games with JU before we think about Florida State. I think once we get through that, we look at Florida State. Obviously, it's another opportunity against a top 10 opponent. I think another chance for us to potentially build our resume a little bit. And obviously the following weekend going to Florida Gulf Coast. I mean, we gotta get this road situation figured out. We lost at Gainesville. We lost at Grand Canyon. I mean, those are very good opponents. But we haven't won a true road game yet this year, and that's something that we need to do. So I think there's a lot of things, but I think we got to really stay focused on what's directly in front of us. And right now, it's winning Game 1 against JU, and once we can hopefully get through that, get into Game 2, then Game 3, and then just continue to build some momentum going through conference. I usually like to try to get the midweek games out of the way so we can just focus on these conference series, because once we get into conference, everything's about how you do in the league. So, but we got a couple of what we looked at as like resume type games. Going to Florida State and then going to UCF. So we still have 2 midweeks during the course of conference. But, ultimately for us, the goal is to win the regular season title, go into the, postseason with a high seed and have a chance to repeat as champions.
Any special mentors that you want to give a shout out to in terms of reaching out to kind of figure out this road situation at all and to try to make it a little bit easier for us?
Yeah, I was looking. I think Tim's got a big series with Tennessee this weekend, so we're really going to test the strength of this friendship to see if he's still willing to pick up the phone when they got Tennessee this weekend. But I'm really fortunate that he's always willing to take the call and answer questions. But it's one of the things, obviously that we got to figure out. Like, we got to be a better team on the road. We got to figure out a way to win games on the road. It's all part of just developing that layer of toughness that I think you need to have to win on the road and things. But I think we're moving in the right direction. We had a really good week of practice, and I think our kids, were able to refocus coming off of last weekend. I think it was a bit of an eye opener for a lot of people, and just kind of like, hey, like we gotta lock back in and we gotta go. We gotta get this thing going. So
yeah, maybe he'll let you borrow his cowboy hat.
Maybe
that he wore in the airport on the way to Kentucky. We saw that picture. But shout out the cowboy hats out there. If you know, you know, right?
Yeah.
And so maybe if we can get one fitted for the CEO, I think that would be great for you.
Cowboy hat fitted for the CEO. Couldn't think of a better thing.
I love it.
But what about you? I know you've worn both hats. Speaking of hats, the JU and UNF hat in this rivalry. What about your perspective on this whole thing?
Yeah, it's very interesting. Obviously, this was my first job as a volunteer assistant, was at JU. Erica was great to me. It was a good time that I was there. Unfortunately, it was the same year that COVID hit. So I didn't really get to experience a full season. I didn't get really to experience that rivalry on their side of it. But I'm happy to be on the side that I'm on now, and it's a good side to be on. But yeah, it definitely is personal for me, right? Like, it was once your employer, and then you go back and you play them again, and you don't want to lose to your employer. And love Erica, I think the world of her, but like when we're in competition mode, it's like I want to beat her, and I don't want to lose to those people. It's the same way, when you face those friends that you had, like you don't want to lose to them. So if I could, be all throughout my time, if I could be undefeated against JU, I'd be really happy about that. And so it's personal for me, just because I've been on both sides of it, but I definitely enjoyed being on the Navy side, that's for sure. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad you're on this side.
Yeah.
Is it a little more intense one side versus the other, or is it about the same?
It's a little bit more intense on this side. Yeah, it's a little bit more intense on this side. But I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything. And similar to your point, like I do remember, like when you hired me, one of the main talking points that we had is every year to win the series against JU, and not only that, winning the series, but sweeping JU and not losing to them at all. And that's important for me. Like rivalries have always been important for me. I think back to my high school days of being at HF. Like you always have that HF and Lincoln Way rival, or that HF and in different schools. Marian Catholic, that was always a big rival with us in football, and so rivalries have always been something meaningful for me. And even like Bears Packers, I scream at the TV a little bit louder, when they play one another. So this is definitely important for me, just because again, like I always want to be on the winning side of the rivalry, and so in years past I have been on that side of it. So I'm hoping to continue to keep that a tradition over here. So.
What's your record against JU? Do you remember?
I think off the top of my head, it's funny because I was actually looking at that the other day. I think that I am 9-2, 8-2 against JU. I could be wrong in that, but I do remember my first year. Maybe I think it's 8-1 because we won the series my first year, and I think we swept them twice after that. So could be 6-1 or something like that. So, but you tend to lose track when you get so many dubs on that side. So we'll keep on keeping those numbers go.
That's right.
So
that's right.
Awesome. Anything else that you want to let the fans at home know about this weekend or anything like that?
Yeah, hopefully if you're in town, 7 o'clock at night, it's after dinner, you don't have plans, come out, pull the Navy stuff out of the closet, support our kids. It's going to be a good series. It's going to be a good softball. I think it's obviously a very popular, growing sport. I think it'd be great if we could fill the stands with, Navy fans that are really getting behind our kids and, really creating a true home field advantage.
Chad Oliva, Tiffany Oliva, green or Navy? What are they going to be rocking?
Yeah.
Big question for them.
Yeah, let's hope they learn.
I love it. Coach, thanks. I appreciate it. Appreciate your time, and that'll be it for your segment.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
So next segment that we have is our special guest, none other than number 5 from Ottawa, Tennessee, Addie Keefe. Addie Keefe, everybody.
Hello.
Love it. It's funny. So I actually I don't know if you probably don't hear me, but anytime you get announced and they announce Ottawa,
I do hear you.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
good, awesome. I always shout out. So what is Ottawa like? Like, tell me, like, if I were to ever drive through it, would I like blink and then it's gone, or like a couple stoplights? Like, what's Ottawa, Tennessee like?
Couple stoplights, but it's a pretty quick drive.
Okay.
There's like one main exit that's like a bunch of restaurants,
Okay.
and you just go through that exit and that's it. Like,
Okay. Is there a 7 Brew in Ottawa?
There is. No,
Okay.
they just built it.
Okay, so you haven't been there yet.
No, I have.
You
They
have,
opened over the break.
What's your rating on that 7 Brew compared to Jack's 7?
Oh, it's a little bit slower than the one here.
Okay.
So comparatively, I'd give this one like an 8, and that one's probably like a 6 on speed.
Okay.
Just a little slower, but gets the job done. It's like 5 minutes from my house.
Okay. And fans, if you don't know out there, Addie Keefe is a frequent flyer of 7 Brew. What's your go-to order?
The 7 Brew Ocean Breeze. But I mix it up just about every day.
Shout out 7 Brew. Maybe
Shout out 7 Brew.
Maybe get some NIL deal. Let's get some money coming in. Anybody's watching from 7 Brew. There you go. Send it her way.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I've got a lot of lifetime points. Go like
And
twice a day.
what's our lifetime point?
We're at about $35,000 now.
Do the math. Figure it out.
back to me.
And she definitely does a great job of making sure she reps 7 Brew. She spread it across the team. Everybody in the locker room drinks 7 Brew. So shout out Addie Keefe for that. If you're a 7 Brew manager, owner, reach out to her.
Yeah.
Get some free drinks headed her way.
I'll advertise you
There
any
you
day
go.
of the week.
I love it. So long weekend. You got to take some time on Sunday. Enjoy your off day. What'd your off day look like this weekend?
Yeah, obviously definitely a tough weekend. It was hard for all of us to take, I would say, but whenever we got back on Sunday, me and my roommates, we like reset the whole apartment, just good mental reset, room reset, everything, kitchen, and me and my roommate Macy, we ended up going down to the outlet malls in St. Augustine. We did some shopping and
little retail therapy.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
great.
Okay.
Yeah, that was about it. Battling some allergies right now, so I got that taken care of too.
Okay.
But
Good.
yeah, lots of shopping. I'll probably reset.
Good.
It's great. Recharge.
Shout out Clarendon, shout out Allegra, shout out
Man.
Zyrtec, all the allergy
Yeah,
meds.
shout out Afrin.
Yeah, shout out Alfred.
Yeah.
I love it. So obviously this week we're on spring break. This is your first spring break here in Jacksonville compared to where you were at previously transferring from Chat State. What did this spring break look like for you outside of softball? Did you get to enjoy some time at the beach? Did you get to enjoy some time kind of with any family or anything like that? Like what did you kind of do on your off day this whole week?
Yeah, so after practice this week, it's unfortunately been really cold. I'm a big fan of being outside in the sun, tanning and stuff, but it's been cold this week. So yesterday, movie night Tuesday at Tinseltown. Shout out Tinseltown.
Shout out
also.
Tinseltown.
We love
There we
Tinseltown.
go.
Every week.
Yeah.
But yeah, a big group of us got to go last night. There was about 7 or 8 of us, I think. But yeah, that's about what we've gotten to do since it has been cold. But again, go shopping a lot.
Okay.
I wish it was warm.
Yeah. What movie did we go see?
It's called Reminders of Him. It's
Okay.
a new romance movie that just came out. It's
Okay.
based off of a book,
Okay.
which I have not read the book, but a couple people that went did and said it was
Okay.
good.
Was it like a rom-com or was it like
No,
just a
it was
straight...
actually really sad.
Okay, sad
Yeah.
movie.
Ended up with
Okay.
like, AC was in tears, AD was crying, like it was crazy. I was crying a little bit. It was a good movie though, definitely.
What's the rating on the movie if you had to give a rating on it?
Like 8.5.
Okay.
I think if I read the book, it'd be a little bit better, but it was really
Okay.
good.
Okay.
I liked it. If you like
So-
romance movies.
So should I have my wife go see it? Like, is it worth like telling her to like she needs to go see that movie?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
So the only bad thing with that is like I would then have to go with. So like, do you think I would cry? Like, do you think I need to bring some tissues? Like, just should I even not go?
how
Like, is
emotional are
it?
you?
I mean, like every now and then, like I'll let a tear fall. Every now and
You
then,
might need
like,
to bring some tissues.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
it's pretty sad.
Okay, pretty sad.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, so maybe like after season, I'll go see it. I don't know if I like I'm locked
yeah.
in season.
You can see when it comes out on like Netflix or
Perfect.
whatever.
Okay, is there a book with it then?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. My wife loves to read books, so maybe we should read the book
I think
first.
she'll like the book better. That's
Okay.
what I've heard from
Okay.
a few teammates. They like the book better.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
good though.
So obviously transitioning from Chat State, being in JUCO,
Yeah.
and then kind of going through the recruiting process and everything like that. What's the transition been like for you in regards to like routine? So like obviously at Chat State, I'm sure you have your own routine
Yeah.
when it comes to like offensive prep, defensive prep,
Yeah.
all that stuff. And then obviously transitioning here to UNF. What's your routine been like, and what's that transition been like for you?
Yeah, so definitely the biggest difference for me has been, like obviously coming into here, we started with the 8-hour weeks, which was like a really good transition point for me because it was like you get to kind of break the ice a little bit and like just do like little segments here and there, kind of like ease into it. That was something that was really good for me to like kind of ease into it. But at JUCO, like you don't have hour restrictions, like no 8-hour weeks, no 20-hour weeks, like it just goes. So like day one, week one, like we were out there for like 3 hours each day, and it was pretty crazy. But other than that, like the schedule has been a lot different for us. Like we practice at different times every day. I had to kind of adjust, like our weights are at different times. We had like weights at 6 a.m. at JUCO, and now it's a lot nicer of a schedule here, I feel like. But yeah, offensively, defensively, I feel like I tried to keep my mindset pretty similar because I have kind of found like a mindset that makes me successful. So I feel like other than like the routine itself and like the location and everything like that, I've tried to keep everything pretty like consistent.
Good.
And
Good.
everything.
Good. Yeah, and speaking of hitting, you're off to a really good start. Halfway through the year, almost halfway. So talk me through kind of like what have you found success, and what are some things that, without giving away too many of your secrets, like what have you really stuck to where it's just like, oh, this really helped? Like I know going through the recruiting process and kind of obviously going home at break, like you spend a lot of time with Tommy Santiago. Shout out Tommy.
Shout out Tommy.
Shout out
Coach
Tommy.
James.
But like you spend a lot of time with him, and obviously you spend a lot of time with yourself, and like you are very dedicated to your craft. That's one positive thing that I can speak about you is that whenever I see you getting after it, like there's always a reason as to why you're doing something. There's always a why behind it. It's not like you're going in the cages, putting a blindfold on and just swinging. Like where have you found some success at, and kind of like what have you really like stuck to that it's like, oh, this really works for me and fits my game and my identity as a should?
Yeah, so for sure. So one of the things that I've done for the past few years, like probably from high school until now, is I me and my dad will go hit, and I'm always focused on one thing. And the machine that I hit off of is the rise ball machine. And like, I'm always just focused on keeping my hands above the ball, which is something that I really like struggled with at the beginning of this season. I got back in the bad habit. So definitely working off the like rise ball machine has helped me a lot. And then I can't even remember what other question.
Just whatever success you found, just in terms of like, so the rise ball machine has helped. You know, some other things that kind of like you really gravitated towards, where it's just like, you know, doing this drill or kind of like really focusing, having this mindset at the plate, like your approach and stuff like that. Like some other things that you found success of.
I definitely find success in the box whenever I'm aggressive driven. Like, I know from experience from this year, from last year, everything, whenever I get deep in the pot, I'm not successful. So my most success comes from being aggressive really early, finding my pitch, and I've also found a lot more success this year, honestly, than in years past with my like small game, like my butts and everything. I've been using my speed a lot more than I did in years past, which I always have, but not as much as I have this year. But yeah, definitely rise ball machine, being aggressive. That's really it. I one like tip that I tell myself when I get in the box to be aggressive is, I mean, that's basically it. It's be aggressive, swing the bat. And that's when I find the most success. So I would say that's probably it. Just
Good. I love it. So talk me through your recruiting process. Obviously, you spent some time as a UNF fan. You came to about 2 or 3 of our series. You ended up coming to our conference tournament, which that was pretty awesome. First time that I met you was at Stetson. Dog was sitting right there at the same time that you came up. If you know the story. Dog was going to the bathroom. Addie comes up. She's like, "Hey, coach, how you doing?" I'm like, "Who are you?" "Hey, how you doing?" "I'm Addie Keefe," right? So fun story. I'll never forget that.
So funny.
But talk me through your recruiting process. Obviously, you fell in love with UNF. What made you fall in love with UNF? What made you fall in love with the coaching staff and the girls and just kind of seeing the way that we played and whatnot? Like, what made you want to choose UNF?
So first and foremost, I was like, sitting there, I didn't really know a whole lot about like any Florida mid-major schools. Like, obviously I've heard of some, but like I didn't really know like a whole lot. And I was like just sitting there one day and I was like, man, like softball and the beach, like my 2 favorite things ever. I was like, all right, how can I make this happen? So I don't know, I just started doing like a deep dive on like schools and everything, and like y'all were big time on the come up at the time that I had like basically like discovered you guys. Get a lot of recognition, and I was like, all right, well, the only way that I'm gonna be able to know like if I think I would fit in good is to go watch and play. And I happened to have one off weekend last year. We all were at Stetson, and me and my dad, we took the 9-hour drive down on a random Friday, and I was like, we're just gonna do it. So we got to come down and watch, and I was like, I loved watching the team and like you guys, how you guys coach, and like all the games that we watched that day. And then I came to watch other series. Like the whole time, all the players were very consistent with like their energy and like just how much fun it looked like they were having. Everything was so consistent. And I was like, all right, so it wasn't just like a one-off, it was like fluke. Like, this is where I want to be. It seems like a great place. It seems like I'll fit in. Like, my energy, like, this is where I want to be. And like, obviously seeing you guys and like talking to you, it was just really good. And I got to come down to the conference tournament in Oxford because it was a lot closer to home. Not 9 hours. That time was like 3.
That's right.
And I got to talk to you guys there a little bit. And so that's where I met them and got to eventually like have some phone calls with them later in May. And I was in contact with them and a couple other coaches, like you mentioned earlier, and I was talking to them and I was just like, like between these, like they are like the coaches I want to play for sure. Definitely my vibe, my type of people. The players look like my type of people, location, everything. So that's really it. And I just kind of put myself out there to you guys.
Love it.
Put myself on the radar. So.
No, you were super persistent with it. So kudos to you for being persistent and continue to go after it. And, so you mentioned obviously some other schools that have recruited you. So does this series mean kind of a little bit more for you to kind of like, I made the right choice. Like, hey, you should have picked me. Like, does it mean a little bit more for you going into this series?
For sure. Yeah, I would say this series and couple games in the conference tournament are going to be a little bit more.
We'll keep those in the back pocket. Yeah,
this series definitely means a lot for me. I was kind of, no, can't say that probably, but.
Okay, so
let's just say I've got a little bit of a vendetta that I'm trying to accomplish this weekend.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. There we go. I'm all for it. I'm all for the personal vendettas.
Yeah.
I'm all about that life. Good. So when you did your research on UNF, did you realize there was a 7 brew that was close by, or was that like this was perfect for me? Like did you had to research maybe a little bit?
You know, I think I realized it the first time whenever I came down. Like, I didn't really care that much, but I think I realized the first time whenever I came down on that senior weekend for my visit.
Okay.
And I found it, and I was like, there it is. And there's only one in the whole city of Jacksonville that's like on this side of the city.
Yeah.
And it just so happens to be like 2 minutes from my apartment. And I was like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely a plus. After going 2 years with it, if I had to go without it now, like,
yeah, it would have been tough.
it'd been really sad.
Yeah, and plus it's on the good side of town, and you obviously chose this school, and so if you were on the other side of town, I mean, that's a long drive.
It's a long drive, yeah.
A lot of gas money,
Like
a lot
15
of
minutes every time.
gas, and then obviously paying for the drink and everything. So
Yeah, probably would have still driven it
yeah.
and bought it, but like, you know, I'm dedicated customer.
But this is where you're supposed to be at. This is where your heart's supposed to be at. This is your plan all along, where everything was supposed, and everything worked out the way it should.
Yeah, definitely.
Good. Okay. So we're in a new segment. This segment I'm calling the Stat Rat segment because you are my fellow Stat Rat on the team.
Oh, no.
So this is going to be the Stat Rat Would You Rather segment. Okay. So I have a list of questions I'm going to ask you. Would you rather, and then you can kind of pick going from there. So first one. Would you rather go 3 for 3 with a home run or go 0 for 3 and your team wins?
Oh, come on. That is like, wow. I mean, I would love to go 3 for 3 with a home run. I'm a slapper, so like, that would be
That's why
crazy.
that's why I threw that in there.
But winning is always more important. I would rather win.
See, that was a trick question. Question, you answered it right. So good job.
Like
good job.
obviously 3 for 3 with a home run is like crazy. That's great. It feels so good. But like, if we're gonna lose, I don't want that. So.
And I'm not talking in the Parker. I'm talking like over the
Like
fence
over
home
the
run.
fence,
Yeah.
But like, if we're gonna lose, I still don't want that. So I'd take the win.
Okay, good.
For
All right,
sure.
good answer. I'm sure your teammates would love to hear that too.
Yeah.
Good. So would you rather have 7 brew for the rest of your life, or have ice cream for the rest of your life? Whatever one you don't choose, you have to take out.
Oh my gosh, 7 for the rest of my life.
So ice cream, you're done with ice cream.
I would just say goodbye to ice cream, kiss it goodbye, and like 7 brew for life.
Okay, all right.
Easy.
Shout out
No-
7 brew. Like,
no hesitation
If
on
people
that.
need to know how much of a loyal fan she is, like she's taking out ice cream for the rest of her life and having 7 brew. So shout out,
I would so
7
much
brew.
rather have 7 brew as my sweet treat.
Okay, all right, I love it. Pizza or sushi for the rest of your life?
Sushi,
Okay.
definitely.
Is there a sushi spot you love around here?
Yeah, there's one right over there on Beach Boulevard. It's called Rainbow Sushi.
Okay, shout out
Really good.
Rainbow.
Really good.
Shout out Rainbow Sushi.
It's
You
like
have
the
a good?
buffet style. Like you can like order on your ticket, get as much as you want for a price.
Okay.
So good.
So if you could, like, how many rolls are we putting down? Like, if we're really hungry, like how many rolls are we putting down?
So I'm not a big eater. Like
Okay.
my max would probably be like 4 or 5, but they come in like 4 pieces.
Yeah,
not like
yeah.
a whole roll. It's like half.
Yeah.
So I'd probably be like 4 orders, maybe 5 max. But no, when me and Macy go, my parents took me and
Macy's
Macy.
throwing it down.
She had 10.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And my mom was like, let me take a picture to your mom. Like, this is crazy. And I was like, like, I just don't eat. Like, this is normal probably. I just like, but probably like 5.
So, not to expose her too much, but could Macy put down more sushi rolls or more breadsticks? What do you think she's putting down more of?
Like 1 sushi roll per breadstick?
Correct.
Probably breadsticks. I feel like they're less filling.
Okay.
But she definitely, I feel likes sushi more.
Okay.
So I don't know.
We'll get an answer on that.
Question.
Yeah, we'll get an answer on
I'll
that.
ask her.
That's not part of the questions, but we'll just that's
all
just
right. I'll
a
ask
follow up.
her,
Yeah. We'll get a follow up. Okay. Would you rather? And people at home will have to understand. Would you rather not do your nails for the rest of your life, or not be able to go to 7 brew for the rest of your life?
Wow.
So people at home, if you don't know this, Addie's hidden talent is she's a nail tech. So she runs her own business, does her own nails, does the team nails. So this is a big question for her.
That's a
There's
doozy.
no nails or no 7 brew.
That's a doozy. I think I'm still gonna go no nails.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
I can get my nails done. Like, can I get my nails done somewhere else?
No.
Ooh.
No. Like we're talking plain Jane the rest of your life.
That's bad. That's actually probably the hardest question you've asked me so far. I love having my nails done, but I do also love my 7 brew.
Yeah. I feel like nails, like that makes your personality. Like you got some designs every now and then you come to the field with.
Oh, maybe
you always have good colors. Okay.
Maybe. Like, sorry, Seven Brew, but like, I always have my nails
Seven Brew,
done.
you didn't hear that. That's
You didn't
just
hear that?
you didn't hear that. We'll take that segment out. We'll take that question out.
Like, I always have my nails done. And like, if I can't get my nails done on my wedding day,
Yeah,
that's
tough.
bad. So I'll take
Yeah,
nails this time.
that's tough. Yeah, do we have a wedding coming up anytime soon, or okay? I just
Not
didn't
planned
know.
yet.
I just didn't know. I mean, you gave a shout out to the wedding, so
Maybe like, well, I was just thinking like, wedding day is like the one that like everybody gets their nails done. Like,
Yes.
if you don't even
Yeah.
do your nails, like you get them done for your wedding day. So
Yeah.
I was like, all right,
Yeah.
I
gotta have that.
no, that's crap.
Do you think you'll do your own nails on your own wedding day? I feel like you're gonna have to.
Probably.
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna
Probably,
have to. I feel like it's like sentimental and everything like that.
I mean, I'm
Sweet.
pretty good at it.
Yeah, you are very good at it. Yeah, good. I love it. All right. Who would you rather room with on the road?
Okay.
Macy or Alyssa?
Oh, come on. That is just a hard question. So we're all three very different.
Okay.
I feel like on the road. Really? Wow. You had to do that, didn't you?
Is this gonna start an internal battle?
It might. So they've got very different qualities that I would
Yeah.
like to room with and
Okay.
not like to room with.
Okay.
But I think for on the road, I would pick Alyssa because
Shout out
she's-
Coach Jones.
because she's
Okay.
super organized, and I already do her hair every game day anyway, so
Okay.
like she's already in the room.
Okay.
And she keeps everything clean, organized, knows what's going on, knows what time we gotta be places.
Okay.
But at the same time, like, me and Macy would have a lot of fun too, but I guess I'd have to pick Alyssa for the other reasons.
Okay. Macy, we still love you.
Yeah,
We still love
still
Macy.
love
Shout
her.
out Macy.
Yeah.
But we're just going for Alyssa.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just for
Plus,
the
since she's-
organization reasons, either.
Well, and she's Coach Jones, so she knows the
Coach Jones,
itinerary. She
yeah.
knows what time everyone's supposed to be and everything.
Exactly.
So I get it. I get it from that standpoint.
Is that an option? Can that be an option for me?
Uh,
To room with one of them?
Potentially. We could talk about it.
Okay,
Potentially,
yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah,
Maybe
alright.
we sweep this weekend. You go 5 for 5 each game. Like
Each game?
Yeah, each game
Yeah.
5 for 5. 15 hits this
That's
weekend.
always
and
the
then
goal.
15 hits this weekend, and then we can have you room with Alyssa.
All right.
How about that?
Yeah, sounds good. I'll take
You
it.
heard it here first.
I'll
Okay.
take it.
Would you rather play infield or outfield?
I would rather play infield.
Okay.
It's a lot more fun for me. I feel like I stay like more focused because there's like so much more happening, and ground balls always been my favorite.
Okay, good. I love it. Would you rather hit a walk-off grand slam to win the game or rob a home run in the outfield to win the game?
Grand slam, definitely.
Because of
I'm not
being a
used-
slapper,
yeah.
or
I mean, I'm not used to hitting home runs,
Yeah.
so like that would
Yeah.
be pretty crazy
Yeah.
if I hit a walk-off grand slam.
okay,
Yeah.
all right, I love it. So here, bonus question,
Okay.
and we might be able to get a new sponsor for this.
Okay.
You also might be able to give Coach Jeff some ideas with this.
Okay.
If you can have any pregame meal delivered to the team room, what would that pregame meal be?
Oh man. So
And Seven Brew doesn't sell food, right? Is that
they
accurate?
only have muffin tops.
Can't do
so
muffin
not
tops.
really. No, can't do muffin tops.
Okay.
Okay, let me think. I would.
And I don't know if sushi would be a good pregame
No,
meal.
probably not.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. So like, right off the bat, I was thinking slim chickens, but we don't actually
Okay.
have that here.
Okay. I've heard of some chickens before.
Maybe like canes or something like
Okay.
that. Like, I feel like that would be really good.
Okay.
Everybody loves cane sauce and
Okay.
chicken tenders.
Okay, so maybe some
think
chicken
there's only
tender,
other
garlic breads and fries, maybe.
Yeah.
It'd have to be like an early meal. Stuff ourselves a little bit, and then kind of
It's
like
an Olive Garden already have we?
we have. Yes, we have. Yeah.
Because I love like the pasta and the salads.
Okay. Shout out Olive Garden.
Shout out Olive Garden.
Okay, maybe we'll get them to be a sponsor.
Yeah.
Maybe come do a meal for
Maybe.
us. Okay. Love it.
Oh no! I got an idea.
Okay.
I was just thinking about this the other day.
Okay.
Fresh Mex in Town Center.
Okay. Shout
They
out
are
Fresh
so good. I don't know
Okay.
if we could do like cater like the ingredients, we like all put together our own thing. But,
Okay.
like,
Little
so,
build your own bowl
so
action?
Good. Yeah, or like build your
Okay.
own tacos, build your own bowl.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we were just talking about this the other day actually.
Okay. We'll reach out. We'll
Yeah.
reach out to them.
Should.
We'll let them know, hey, you're a friend of the show.
Yeah.
We obviously gave them a free shout out. So
Yeah.
free shout out equals free food. I
Fresh
mean, I feel like
Mex.
that's an
So
easy
good.
trade off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. Love it. Okay, so fast forward to the next stretch of our conference games. What do you want the fans to know what they're going to see from this team moving forward? Obviously, didn't start out how we wanted it to. Not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
Yep.
What do you want the fans to know at home about this team that they're going to see for the next stretch of our next conference games?
Yeah, so obviously this weekend was very tough, and it was not at all how we wanted it to go. None of the games, none of the plays, like nothing was how we wanted it to go. So I think from that we've really come together, and I feel like our mindset has kind of changed. And we're starting off bouncing back with the series at home, and like history shows, we've done good at home. It's a fun series at home. We play really well. So I think it's going to be a good bounce back point for us. But I think going forward, like, we're going to show fight. Like, we're really motivated to come back and do better and, like, better our conference record. Because now we're 0-3. Well, if we win this weekend, we're still at even 500. So following weekend, like, we're going to come back and fight. And we're going to just keep getting better and keep showing up every day.
Good.
Like, we're still more motivated now that we've had those losses in a row.
Good. And that wasn't scripted. It's not like there's a script here that you read from, and
script.
that's all straight from the heart. That's
Yeah.
all. It's all the passion, and good. I love that. I think that we are motivated, and I think that we're on the up and up and moving in the right direction. So good.
Sure.
I love it. Okay, so next, best part of this whole segment,
The wing challenge?
the wing
Okay.
challenge. Okay, so
I'm ready.
so current scoreboard right now. Cam is at 1.
My
That's all that we've had. Cam did guess the 1 right. Okay. So we do have now. We did ask for no hot, so I think this is just for show. But we
Okay,
do
that's
have
fine, yeah.
we do have the Coach Fives will have the list of what is what.
Okay.
So we have a different combo here. So this is the Island Wing Challenge presented by Island Wing Company. Shout out Island Wing Company on Beach, new location that they just recently opened up. Amazing area. Great hospitality here. We love it here. We love to do the show here. So dive in. You can kind of tackle however you want.
I'm going to go in order, I think.
Yeah, if you want to go in order, you can do that. So obviously to the right of you, you have the list of all of the different sauces. Maybe we'll see if we can get you a water. I think maybe Coach Fives
Yeah,
is
because
going
I'm
to
going to
get
need
you
some
one.
kind of like...
Yeah. So it looks like you got a couple boneless here, a couple bone in. So dive in, attack whichever one you want to attack.
All right, I'll start with number
So
1.
you'll get 1 bite, taste it. If you need 2, you can get 2.
All right. Number 1.
And then we will figure out which one is which.
Correct. These are really messy already.
Okay, that's all right. We won't judge. It's okay. Cam had a little bit of sauce all over. I mean, that's what makes
Everywhere.
That's what makes the show. That's what makes wings.
Oh, everywhere.
Gotta have sauce everywhere. Think we'll be good. So that was the first one. 1 bite. Yeah, we feel good about it. We know it already.
I feel good. I don't know it, but I feel pretty good.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with... I think that is... Where's this?
This is number 1.
I think that is the honey stung barbecue.
Okay, so number 1, we are going with honey stung barbecue. Okay, we'll reveal after you try all of them how many you got, right? Okay, so we're on off of number 1. We're going to number 2. First off, did you like it? Did you like
Yeah,
it?
it's
Good.
really good.
Right? Good
Yeah.
barbecue wing.
I love barbecue wings.
Great.
Like, I'm very confident it's barbecue.
Okay.
I don't know if it's honey barbecue or regular. So
Okay,
we'll see.
but either way, we like it.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Like
next one.
9 out of 10, really good.
Wow. Okay. Good. Shout
I
out
love
Island Wing
wings,
Company.
so
9 out of 10. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Can I smell it?
Yeah. Number 2. I mean, it looks spicy, but I could be wrong.
I told them to not give fresh spice. So.
Okay. So maybe take that into effect. Maybe they didn't go all the way up to hot. Maybe they didn't go all the way up to danger. Could be maybe in the medium category, the mild category.
All right, this one. I think it is gonna be. What I might need.
Yeah, just get
I'm between 2
Yeah.
though.
Okay. So we feel good we narrowed it down to 2.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I think that is the sweet peppery Polynesian.
Sweet peppery Polynesian. Okay. All right. That's a good guess right there. I will tell you, first 2 wings, proud of. Cam was a repeat like barbecue, and then that's like, oh, that's barbecue too. And then it's like, wait a second, I gotta go back, change my answer. So we got 2 different ones, which is good.
Would never be barbecue.
Okay, good.
All right.
So let's go to number 3. Looks like we got another. Yeah, there you go. No one will judge you for cutting open your wings. Usually we just grab it and just
I can't.
and just eat it, but no one will judge you. Don't want to get the nails dirty or nothing like
Got a
that.
weird
So-
thing about like,
Yeah.
getting my nose dirty.
Yeah, it's
My
okay.
fingers
Yeah.
dirty.
It's all right. Everybody's got some weird pet peeves,
Already
you know?
struggling.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
okay. Got the smell test in. First bite. Not too messy on the nails, which is good. It's a
A
positive.
little bit though.
Okay. We feel good about we know this one?
No.
No, okay.
It's a little spicier for sure. It's definitely not mild.
Okay.
Um,
So we're maybe going up into the category of the medium to hot.
I think that is
Do we need to get a water for you? Do we need to ask for a water?
roti.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, if we could get
I need another bite though.
Oh gosh.
Okay, she's
I'm
diving
like sweating
in.
a little.
but
You're not.
this isn't even spicy. Like, I'm just,
I mean, maybe turn the AC on a little bit, get a fan going.
maybe.
Okay, number 3.
I'm gonna go.
We feel like we got it? We got a water coming for you, by the way, so.
You just stop.
Yeah.
Pretty sure those little flakes are on there. I think I'm gonna go with
I feel like I
7. Oh man, this is hard. Sweet Thai chili.
Okay, that's a good guess. That would have,
like
we
that
got a
one.
water for you too.
Thank you.
That would have been my guess as well by looking at the flake, so I like the guess.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I like the guess. I like the
A
guess.
little spicy. I don't
Okay.
know what they're doing.
Okay. Rinse the mouth out. We'll be good, ready to roll now. You gotta cleanse the palate, as they would say in the food world.
Got like 8 napkins over here already.
It's number 4. Okay, it looks like it may be another
It's
barbecue.
a little spicy.
Okay.
A little spicy.
Boneless, which is good. Don't have to get the nails dirty. Okay.
All right, that's good. I like that.
Okay. Looks like more of a barbecue up your alley.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's spicy or if I'm just tasting spice from that one.
You might be just going back to that one. Yeah. Cam also did eat all the wings after the show, so you're more than welcome to bring them home or just crush them here if you want to as well.
I think I might take them home.
Okay. So this is number 4.
I think that is sweet Hawaiian barbecue.
Sweet Hawaiian barbecue.
Yeah.
Okay, good guess. I like it.
Not too spicy.
Okay. All right, on to number 5.
Does anyone have the answers?
We do. Yes. We'll
How am I
review.
doing?
We'll review the answers. So. I mean, that's positive.
Yeah, pretty good.
Last time Cam asked that, it was more of this right here instead of this, so I think
Alright,
we're on the right track.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to help out, but to me, like, actually, I'm not going to
It's a
say.
little dry.
Okay, so it's a little dry. Maybe it's a little hint. Maybe that's a hint for you.
This is.
So shout out Cam. Cam tried a wing last time that had sauce on there, and she thought it was a dry one. So shout out Cam. We're still, learning. Maybe she's like not a wing connoisseur.
Maybe
We're
not.
still kind of learning that with the wings part of it. So, but shout out Cam.
Cam's just Cam.
Cam's just Cam. Yep, she is. Yes, she is. So this is number 5.
Yeah.
I think you're on the right track of
Harder
dry.
because it's got way less flavor than the other ones.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go. I think that's the blackened.
Okay. The black and dry.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, last one.
Last one.
Mouth
Bring
is
it
a
on
little
home.
bit on fire.
Bring it on home. Get some water. Cleanse the palate.
I've definitely not even had any about media yet, and I'm like,
We need to get a fan rolling in here for you.
maybe should have worn a hoodie.
Maybe air you up a little bit.
All right.
How's that one spice level with the smell? Are we
So not too bad.
okay?
Oh,
Okay.
wait a second.
Okay. Maybe this would be good for the allergies too. Maybe open you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe get the sinuses rolling. Maybe, we don't need the allergy medicine. We just need some hot wings.
Wait a second.
So this is number 6.
I'm cooking here. Oh, this is spicy.
Oh, okay. All right. Came up on your
It
leg.
just hit me.
But you're going after another bite.
Yeah, I
so.
need to get another flavor.
Okay. All right.
It's very like. It's very like.
You're trying to open up your sinuses. That's what we're trying to do. I like it.
All right. Eyes are wet. I'm gonna go with mango habanero.
Mango
Oh,
habanero.
you want habanero?
Okay.
Wait, actually no, that's
Oh,
bad.
no, we're
Actually,
changing
that's
it.
bad.
Okay, we're changing it. Okay.
Because-
I think the spice got to you too fast and you just had to give your first answer.
But it smells like mango. Hold on, I gotta smell it.
It's kind of like, so one of your other teammates, Bella, she does the Vicks. Like, she smells the Vicks to kind of like, and so maybe we need to get some wings to the field, sniff some wings, and then that'll that'll open us up a little bit.
I'm like sweating.
Yeah, maybe we need to get you some smelling salts or something like that. Just
Wow, what is this? All right,
you're stumped right now.
I'll just.
Are you going back to the original mango habanero, or we got a new answer?
Yeah, I'll just keep that.
Okay. Okay, so
that's spicy to me.
so mango habanero. Okay, so let's go through them. All right, so number 1, you guessed honey stung barbecue, and number 1 was
Sweet bourbon barbecue.
sweet bourbon barbecue. Is that your
right.
second guess?
It was one
It
of
was
the.
close.
Yeah, that
Okay.
probably would have been my.
Okay, so 0 for 1. That's all right. Not about how you start, how about how you finish.
Exactly.
Number 2, you guessed sweet peppery, I believe is what it was.
What was it called?
Carolina barbecue.
Oh, number 2 is Carolina barbecue. Still on the Carolina, still in the barbecue
Not
train.
doing very good.
Not doing so hot. It's okay. 0 for 2. Not about how you start, about how you finish. So maybe we got one or two right in there. Number 3, you guessed sweet Thai chili, and number 3 was sweet Thai chili. There we go. Let's go. All right, we're on the
too
dump
bad.
train right now.
1 for 3.
1 for 3. It's all right. There we go. Okay, so number 4, you guessed sweet Hawaiian, and number 4 was sweet Hawaiian. Let's go. All right. There we go.
500 right now.
You're in the lead right now. Shout out Cam. She just
Sorry,
got passed
Cam.
up. Yeah, sorry Cam. Okay, so we have 2 guests right. Number 5, you guessed blackened. What was the guess? It was
Black and dry.
black and dry, and number 5 was
Jerk spice.
ooh, jerk spice. Maybe that was a spice that
I
you
don't
didn't
even
like
know.
in there.
Yeah.
Okay,
it
so
tastes like blackened. Like I don't
okay,
know.
okay, so jerk spice. Okay.
It's alright. I'll take bite 2.
And then number 6, you guessed mango habanero, and number 6 was
Polynesia.
Polynesian.
That is not. There's no
That
way.
was close. You were close. I think you did
I
Polynesian.
got so
one
many
of-
flavors.
Yes,
Like, I
yeah,
got
that
so
was a
many
lot.
flavors right
That
now.
was a lot for
Jerk
sure.
spice threw you off.
Yeah, that was a lot of flavors.
Yeah, it tasted like
I
the blackened
think
flavors.
Sweet Thai chili, the chili flakes must have just gotten to you.
Yeah,
I think had to have been. But you got 2 right. 2 out of 6.
I'll take it.
2 out of 6. You are now in the lead. There's one more show, so if the next person that we bring on, they get under 2, you
know who
win.
it'll be?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I don't know yet. Maybe, hey, you become player of the week this week in the conference, you might be back on again.
Oh shoot.
So you might be able to just be a reoccurring guest on the show.
Okay.
So we go, maybe we said 15 hits. You get 15 hits this week, we'll be a recurring guest on the show. Come back on, redo the challenge again. Maybe go 4 for 6 on that, okay?
Okay.
15, I don't think that's a lot to ask for, 15 hits, right?
On the weekend?
Yeah, on the weekend.
No,
That's not a
no,
lot. Yeah, it's
yeah,
easy
that's-
work, right? It's easy work. I love it.
Light work.
I love it. Awesome. Appreciate you joining us.
Yep.
Any last messages you want to shout out? Shout out to the parents, shout out to the roommates, like any last message that you want to leave us here with today?
Yeah, shout out 7 Brew, definitely. Thank you fans for all your support. And I do have one more thing.
Okay.
I have to challenge you to rock, paper, scissors game. So
Live on camera.
live on
Okay,
camera.
yeah,
Backstory.
yeah.
We were sitting there before a game one day with me, Macy, and Kennedy, and he was like, all right, I'm going to go through the line. I'm going to sweep all 3 of you. 3 for 3, 1 try each. He went 0 for 3, and he walked away, and he's like, I'm going home, bye. So,
Did I
and
play
since
you?
then,
Since then, have I played you? Yep.
yep, twice, and he lost both times.
So third time's a charm.
Since then, he's been a solid, I think, what is it, like 3 for 12?
We don't need to talk about the
don't need to
past.
talk about
It's
past,
all
talk
about
about
it's all
how you
about the
finish,
future. It's all
alright?
about how you finish.
So,
okay,
just
so
one of
and
one.
we'll one of one.
One of one,
One of
that's
one.
it.
Okay.
Alright.
Here we go.
Ready?
On shoot.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. So I just want you to hear my thought process by that, okay? Notoriously, I've been a scissors guy. You guys have caught me sleeping on always going scissors.
You go scissors almost every time.
So in my brain, I was like, she's gonna go scissors, so I'm gonna go rock here.
Yep.
But you fooled me because you didn't think I was gonna go
Reverse
scissors again. So
psychology.
you know what? It's okay. So 0 for 4 against you. We will play again this weekend. I'll get my dub back. Don't you worry about it.
Okay.
But hey, fair and square, you beat me. Much appreciated.
Yep.
But appreciate you being on the
Yep.
show.
Thanks for having
This was
me.
a lot of fun.
So much
2
fun.
for
I'm
6.
taking these home.
Taking those home. Maybe leave home the sweet Thai chili. Maybe leave it behind.
Yeah.
2 for 6. You did a great job.
Thanks.
Shout out Addie Keith. Appreciate you being on the show. Appreciate everybody for watching. Thank you, and we will see you back in a couple weeks.
See ya.